morning. Today is Sunday. It's February 13th. For those of you who will be celebrating Valentine's Day tomorrow, happy Valentine's Day. So, I did not know before coming to Miami this weekend that it was Valentine's Day and Super Bowl weekend. I know a lot of y'all probably think I just sit around drinking coffee and vodkas and cranberries all day, but I have a very active lifestyle. And I was so busy trying to get to Atlanta and Miami back and forth. I didn't even look at the calendar. I just simply take off. I had a little with some of the clients I was dealing with, so I said, let me get on down here and deal with my clients that are in Miami. I have clients here. I was dealing with them and didn't realize. I said, why is this traffic so bad? Why are these hotels so packed? Valentine's Day and Super Bowl. Duh. So I couldn't stay at the hotel I wanted to stay at, which was the Fontainebleau. They wanted way too much money a night for that place. I said, forget that. Plus, it's raining today. You all probably can't see it, but it's pouring down rain. Today is Sunday. I'm in Miami. It's pouring down raining. Today would have been a day that I was going to go to the beach and kind of relax. That ain't happening. So, where did I start at? Gosh. All right, so I've been having some discussions with a few friends of mine who live in Atlanta about the methamphetamine problem. Meth has taken over the city, and it's bad. It's unfortunate, but I have had, in the past 12 to 18 months, let's say the past 12 to 24 months, I've had multiple associates or people I knew who have overdosed and died. They were taking meth or coke, and they maybe had some fentanyl, or maybe they took too much drugs, I don't know, and they overdosed and died. These guys couldn't have been no more than in their late 20s, early 30s. Some of the guys had heart attacks. Serious health issues came out of this. And the crazy part is all this really accelerated when the pandemic got started. So it's kind of like, we're supposed to be social distancing and staying at home. Y'all out snorting coke and methamphetamines or whatever, people. However they do it, drink it, smoke it, shoot it, I don't know. But it's gotten to the point where I've met a couple of people who came to Atlanta in the past few years, were doing well, doing great. Then they got on that damn meth. And it was like a disaster struck. I mean, they just spiraled completely down out of control. I don't know why anybody would think that methamphetamine is something to play with. Meth been around for years, decades, I believe. I remember they used to have billboards up of people showing people who use meth, how they looked over the years. Yeah, let's just keep it real. For a long time, I thought only, white folks dealt with meth. But I'm learning in the past few years, a lot of black folks, gay and straight, black, white, don't matter. Meth is cheaper than cocaine and gets you higher. And some people they call it Tina, and some people start off using it as, just recreational social. I'm at a gathering, I'm with friends, we're just doing some meth. No big deal, or however they're taking it, I don't know. And it just like snowballs, it spirals. Until it's a fucking disaster. So, I have an associate here in Miami, who left Atlanta because he was having problems. He moved here. He left Atlanta. He was having drinking and drug issues. He ran up out of Miami. He left Atlanta. He went to a couple parts of Florida before this was all work related. And I just so happened to bump into him at the beach yesterday. I did get to spend about 15, 20 minutes at the beach yesterday before the sun went crashing down. The wind came up out there. It was freezing. I said, let me get out of here. That wasn't my goal to come to a strip anyway. So, but I saw him, he looked great, and I said, well, you seem to be doing pretty good. And I was always under the impression that Miami was a drug town, and people use drugs and blah, 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 whatever. I don't know, Coke was real popular here in the 80s. He's doing much better now that he's left Atlanta. He's not drinking no more. I remember he used to brag to me when he lived in Atlanta. This is years ago, in the past decade or so, before he left here, come to Florida. And he would brag about getting high and driving and drinking and driving. I was like, we were at this Mexican restaurant, we were arguing back and forth about this foolish shit that he was saying. I was like, dude, you're going to kill somebody out there. He was saying that drinking and doing drugs heightened his driving experience, made him drive better. I'm like, what? Okay. Flash forward to today. He has been in rehabilitation. He doesn't do drugs or drink anymore. He looked a hell of a lot better. The few minutes I spent with him at that beach, I said, I didn't even recognize, he recognized me. And I said, you look a lot better. And he said, Walter, leaving Atlanta was the best thing I could have ever done for my health. To get away from that environment, that party town, and whatever, all this other stuff. He doesn't party anymore. He doesn't club anymore. And I said, well, yeah, because you haven't came back to Atlanta. A lot of visits, he says he's not coming back to Atlanta to visit. And I see him I follow him on social media. And over the years, I've kind of just watched his progress. And I would occasionally say, hey, what's up? We would talk back and forth. But I didn't know really what was going on until like yesterday when we talked and he was explaining to me what had happened, what was happening. Which I kind of figured he had to leave Atlanta. He wasn't going to make it. He wasn't going to make it there. It wasn't going to happen for him. So, the reason why I was saying is there's so many young guys that I have personally met who come to Atlanta in the past few years, particularly since the pandemic got started. A lot of people fled other cities and came to Atlanta. Not sure why, but they did. Some of them came with jobs or found jobs, and they're hiring there. Their people work, they got jobs with doing whatever. They're walking down that path. That I'm just doing this socially, recreational. I'm just using, I've used Meth just recreational. Yeah, I went to a sex party. It was just, I'd never been to from one before. And I'm listening to the stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, you better be careful. You've admitted to me that you're using meth recreationally when you're not at work, when you're with your friends. You're admitting to me that you're participating in some risky sexual behavior. You're going to a sex party that you've never been to before. And then you went to another one. And then possibly so it's kind of a slow start. And these are smart, intelligent guys. I mean, I'm thinking college educated, you should know better. But when they get to Atlanta, they get so caught up. And everybody thinks it's not going to happen to me. I'm not going to be that crackhead motherfucker. I'm not going to be that drug addict on the streets. I got a job. It's not going to happen to me. All right. So the past month, a friend I've known for decades, excuse me, has rang my phone off the hook. We're not friends anymore. We're not friends anymore because of his drugs, use, and drinking. I couldn't tolerate him. I had to cut him off. I had enough. And he's begging to restart this friendship. Please, Walter, I just don't know what I was doing. Begging, pleading. Y'all, I've lived in Atlanta for 30 years. I've never touched any meth or Molly or coke or any of the recreational drugs that were running around there. That cough syrup, codeine, and all this stuff. I've seen all this shit. Never touched it. I knew better. I only had one edible. Never touched it again. I ate the whole thing. That was worst thing ever. I don't want no. Everybody talking about edible. I don't want shit to do with that edible. I like being like, hey, give me some coffee. Like the Starbucks I'm drinking. That's all I need. But my friend, associate friend, we were good friends, and he's calling me now, ringing. I've changed. I begged this man for years to go to some type of rehabilitation, go to drug rehabilitation, do something to help him improve his life. He claims he's doing it now, and so this is what he was like, well, I've been going to AA now. So okay, how long has this been going on? About a year or two. I'm thinking it's been about 2 years since we talked, since we were hanging in each other's presence. So I cut him off. Oh, I started in December. I said December. In my mind, I'm thinking December. And nigga, you got a long way to go. Yeah, and I don't drink anymore. And I stopped doing drugs. And I'm taking some medicine his doctor gave him that's helping him to stop drinking. He had not have desire to drink. But all this is in the past couple of months. And I'm thinking, dude, you got a ways to go. Do you really think I'm about to let you back into my life, and you ain't quite resolved these issues yet. No. Mm-mm. Calling. I just sent the voicemail. You got to go. You got a little bit more to go. And look, y'all, I'm not in the superhero business. No, I'll be very honest with you, y'all. Y'all do what the fuck you want to do. I'm serious. You want to do meth? Do it. You want to do coke? Do it. You want to drink and drive? You know, this is your life. I'm not about to stand outside no club, chase you down, fighting with you to get your car keys. First off, I'm not at a club. I don't club. You know, I don't even go to parties and stuff. Look, I don't have time for this stuff. And I listen to these guys and all this mess, and I just think, wow, what in the hell have we done here? Now, it's not for me to save your life. It's up to you to save your own damn life. You. If you think I'm about to run out there in the middle of the night because you got a flat tire, because you hit a curb at 2, 3 in the morning, and you need somebody to help you, this is the true story, I'm not coming. Don't call me. I'm in bed sleep. I'm not getting up. And when I go to bed at night, I turn this phone off. Off. Completely off. Off. And put it on the charger. Don't call that number because it's going to go straight to voicemail. Because I've had people interrupt my sleep in the middle of the night calling. And there's always some emergency late at night. What the fuck you doing out there anyway? Go your ass home. But they told me, drinking whatever they doing, and then they tear their car up. They have a wreck. Now, one of these young men moved to Atlanta, got a good decent job, had to total out his car in the past few weeks. And we were discussing this. I said, dude, what are you doing? Well, I fell asleep behind the wheel of the car. You fell asleep. You're out 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You didn't total out your car. You're all injured. You injured your passenger. The person who was driving the car that you hit, this man is now in critical condition. What are you thinking? The person that he hit, who's been in the hospital for weeks now, that person's wife called him. I don't know where he said. Where he got him. Called and said, do you have anything? You've harmed my husband. We have no income. We over here trying to survive. He was on his way to work, and you were out there drinking and driving, and harmed this man in such a way. She was pissed. She was angry. See, there are other lives involved in y'all's foolishness. When you're out there doing dope and drinking and high and driving and acting a fucking fool, there are other people's lives, innocent people. You get harmed. So I'm watching the news here in Miami, and it's wreck after wreck and death after 2 people died here, 2 people died in wreck cars, drink driving, that's crazy shit. It's all the same. I don't be out late at night any damn way. Matter of fact, I got back to this hotel last night. I went by that beach. The sun went down. I was tired. I've been looking at real estate all day. I got my car and came back to this hotel. Fought that traffic. It was a big event going on down here in Miami. I was going to get something to eat. I went and got a salad from out of the hotel and ate them a little salad. Went to bed. That's all I needed to eat with that salad. The salad was actually pretty good. Literally, I had a little salad last night and some pasta, and I went to sleep. I was tired. I said, fuck it. I didn't go anywhere. I've never really been a nighttime person. Now that it's too dangerous. I was in my ass. I locked this damn hotel room and peek out the window. It was thousands of people. I was looking out the window at them. Now today it's pouring down raining. Today was supposed to be my fun day. And that ain't happening. Nope. Raining. So forget it. Plus it's Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm going to go to a Super Bowl party at a friend of mine's house here. So far here business is kind of good. The reason why I did this video, when I saw my friend who used to live in Atlanta, he has lived in a couple of different cities in Florida before he's here in Miami, all work related transfers from city. Lucky he's kept a job. He looked 10 times better than when I saw him in Atlanta. I mean, he looked like was scared. His skin was clear. He looked good. You see pictures on Instagram and Facebook. I don't pay that stuff no attention. To see him in person, he looked he was working out, back again. His body was in shape. He looked like the person I met 20 years ago, 15 years ago. before he moved to Atlanta. He looked a lot better. He looked clean, refreshed. The dark circles around his eyes were gone. And I was sitting out there having a little drink, and he said he didn't drink. And I said, okay, and I kind of put my drink away because I realized when people tell me they don't drink and they've had drinking issues and they don't want to be around it, I put it away. They don't even act like it exists. Because they lived through something. I don't have a drinking issue. I can have a little drink here and there and go back and lay down. I'm fine. But I'm thinking about these guys in Atlanta. They seem to think that it's a joke. The destructive path that they own is not going to end well for these guys. It's not. But they think, well, I got a job and I'm going to work, and okay, but you're doing methamphetamine. Man, what if they drug test you? Then what? What if you can't control yourself and you go in that job acting a fool like you're going there, God forbid, high? They decide we're going to drug test your ass. And then there goes your job. It happens every day. Something wrong with Johnny. Johnny acting, what's going on with his ass? Drug test that nigga. Johnny got a job. Now, when I moved here in 1989, there was a guy I met. He was a dancer, and I'll never forget this because he danced for Alvin Alley Dance Company. He danced with Janet Jackson on tour. He did plays. He did amazing shit. He would be in the club just dancing, and people would just stand back and watch because he was a dancer. He was a professional dancer. I met him in 89. This is the early 90s. He was a professional ballet dancer. He would be dancing in ballet and all this stuff and kicking his legs up. But it was just beautiful, the stuff that he did, because he was a professional dancer. But he toured with Janet Jackson. He did certain plays, and I remember he was, at one point in time, he toured with Alvin Alley Dance. I can't think of that name of that company. I need to look it up. He was at the Fox Theater. So he was doing all this stuff. And then the drugs got hold of him. Bad. Like, really bad. And that boy moved to Atlanta, and I saw his life spiral into a pit. I never forget driving down Monroe Drive, and I made a right under Monroe Drive. There used to be a restaurant called Cow Chippers. And at Monroe Drive and Piedmont Road was Cow Chippers restaurant, right there, for those of you who know Atlanta. And I was going there, and I saw him walking down Piedmont at that corner there, and it was him. He was dancing, literally, high, middle street. I'm thinking, oh, wow. And he was high. It was bad, y'all. It was really bad. Because I knew this man had a very successful career at one point. Very thriving career where he was wanted, where he was in music videos. And I would see him on television and see him doing stuff. And I would say, wow, but to see this man dancing at the corner of Piedmont and Monroe Drive looked like he hadn't bathed in days, just walking down the street, not on the sidewalk, it frightened me. This was probably 96, 97, 98, somewhere up in there. About 7 or 8 years, maybe a little bit longer. Later on, not too long after that, I heard he had died of a drug overdose. People say, so died. I said, oh. And I remember seeing him in that street. But I never forgot, he left such an impression on me because he had a talent that was amazing. A talent. But he got involved in drugs. And it destroyed his life and led to his death. Now it has accelerated. These guys are dying left and right now. They say that people are overdosing. I mean, most of you guys are black who watch my videos. We tend to think that this doesn't happen in the black community. Oh, pay attention. I've had this happen with family members and friends. All these people I'm talking about are black folks. I'm talking about white folks. These are all black folks. Meth, coke, mainly meth, and pills. Codeine. Where do these pills come from? And it's gotten to a point where it just really has spiraled out of control. And of course, every day running the mill, liquor, drinking. But the drugs are the dangerous ones. Well, people do die because liquor will kill you too. But anyway, I just thought about that as I was sitting here after that concert. I saw that boy at that beach last night. He looked a whole lot better. It was like he had a second chance at life because he needed it. And this boy is younger than me, so I'm glad he got his act together. So, but anyway, this video is a lot longer than what I wanted it to be. I'm still here in this hotel. It's a rainy day. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm about to get dressed. I already showered already. I just got some clothes on over here and go get some breakfast. I'm going to go down there. Yesterday, I ordered room service. That was $60. Oh, no, we ain't playing that game today. I'm going to my ass right down there like everybody else and get in line and get my little... It's the same food off that buffet. I said, dude, I ain't got my ass. $60. I said, well, what am I paying for? Oh, hotel, all this fees they put on there. I'm going to go right down to the buffet. I'm about to get dressed right now and go down there and get me some breakfast because I'm hungry now. I forgot to take my little medicine. Anyway, today it is Sunday, February 13th. The year is 2022. I hope I got the video right the first year. I'm kind of... It's 2022 now. Y'all know if I say the year wrong, when you ain't got no time machine over here, I can't go forward or backwards. This is the year, 2022. But anyway, enjoy your Sunday and have a great Super Bowl Sunday, and I'll see you all later. All right, bye.